what's up, guys? This is another edition of Teddy Talks, and this one's special for me. He's probably the most busiest photographer I know right now. Jamal, what's up, man?
What's up, man?
Like, also known as Jayscale.
Happy to be here, bro.
Thank you, man. So, I'm gonna tell you this. Last time I saw you, I probably saw you like maybe like 2 months ago, but I remember when you first started, I remember having this conversation with you, and you were like, yo, man, honestly, I'm just gonna go 110% with this. I'm just gonna go all the way with this. And yo, look how far you've become. Like, look where you are right now, man. This is crazy. You're a good role model for all these people, like really trying to get it right now in the photography game. So can you talk to me about that growth, like that journey where when you started that? Oh, okay, I'm gonna put this 100%. Like, what was that growth? What was that journey like?
I guess the simplest way to describe the journey is that I wasn't satisfied with what I was doing, and at the time it was school, university, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
And I just tried a bunch of stuff to figure out what I liked, and I started to find a hobby in photography. And it's like, no matter what you do, unless you put 110% in it, you're not going anywhere with it, right? So I just dropped everything I had, and since that was the most fun I've had in a long time, I just ran with it, to be honest. And I use Instagram as a platform to share, and it's cool because it's kind of like an interactive portfolio in a sense, where it's like people see my growth, they've seen where I started. If people today wanted to go and look all the way back to where I started, they could. And
yeah.
I think that's important because we all start somewhere, right? And it's like the photo I was taken 2 years ago are much different than the photo that was taken today.
Definitely.
But it shows you that it goes both ways. Like, you don't just become this thing overnight, right?
Definitely.
I've been doing it for 2 years, and I met a lot of people, got a lot of advice, and got a lot of crazy opportunities, and without those things I wouldn't be where I am today.
So, like, you know, when you take these certain shots, especially Toronto, so now you see a lot of people in Toronto trying to
for
do
sure.
the photography thing, and there's certain spots that are always shown, right? But for me, when I look at your pictures they always stand out. They have a different element to it. I don't know if you're laying down or some shit, or like you're on a helicopter just going by, or like, I don't know, like you have a different perspective when you take it. So maybe right now your time, because you've seen so much already.
Yeah.
You like where the action is. So is there a specific, artist that you'd like to go with? You know what I mean? You know how people take pictures of the artist on tour or something like that? Like, is there anyone in mind for you that you would like?
If I was to go on tour with somebody?
Yeah.
Who would I want to do that with? I mean...
You can even say, yeah.
I mean, it'd be cool to, like, follow Drake on his journey for a bit. That would be crazy.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
But there's so many different people that I would just love to just document. Like, it wouldn't even have to be like a musician. It could be like anyone like that lives a life under like a magnifying lens. Like, that's so crazy how it works. And it's like these are real people too, So it's like anyone that inspires me, I'd be more than excited to just like follow their journey and capture some of that. That'd be crazy.
Who else in your photography journey inspired you?
I mean, so there's a huge difference because when I started Instagram, the people that inspired me were on Instagram. And I look at the people that like had this much photos, this much likes, this much followers, and I thought that was a true measure of skill.
Right.
But I've been taking photos and using that platform, which is Instagram now, for 2 years, and I've learned that likes, posts, followers have nothing to do with skill. And now I get a lot of my inspiration from books, I get from galleries, from just friends in general, like other creatives. Like, it doesn't even have to be a photographer, it could be a designer, it could be a musician, it could be anything. So it's just that whole conversation of creativity. And I think right now, like, my favorite photographers are like in the classical sense, because it's just so hard to fathom the stuff they're able to produce with the old cameras they had. And it just is mind-boggling every time I think about it. But I also get how that works.
And what advice would you give them for those kids that are trying to follow in your footsteps?
I think if there's any advice I could give to anybody, not even to like just follow in my footsteps from a photography standpoint, like in terms of following my footsteps, in terms of waking up every day and making your day for you, doing what you love and what makes you happy, as opposed to waking up, showering, and dedicating your entire day to go work somewhere for somebody. You just got to figure out what it is that you like doing most. And once you figure that out, you just run with it, man. You just run with it. You try and get some type of security, some type of safety, and if you think like you can run for 3 months with nothing, do it. Just go, man. Or like, don't ever get ahead of yourself. Don't ever think you know everything. There's always someone older that knows a bit more than you. So those are your best teachers, especially the ones that are doing something very similar to you. Those are your best teachers. The people that have done what you've done or want to do 20, 30, 40 years from now, and they've already done it, those are your best teachers. Your mom's so important, you know, like your family is so important, and just like, you just have to learn what's important to you and what you want to do for them and make it happen, you know, like it's not about what you can live with, it's about what you can't live without. Right? So I just think that no matter what you're doing, just like give it your all, because anything less than that, you're cutting yourself short. Yeah.
So yeah, nah, man, like I'm trying to get through your lens right now. I'm trying to see what you see on a day-to-day. So do you mind, like, you know, let's get out there and let's go just take me on a little day-to-day of Jayscale.
Yeah, no,
you know?
for sure, man. Let's do it.
Good.
Let's do it. I'm Jamal. You might know me as Jayscale. If you haven't seen my work yet, you can find it on Instagram, Jayscale. Man, I appreciate being here with Teddy today. He's doing some really cool stuff, and I think I'm the second guy. Check out the first one if you haven't seen it, and look forward to the next one, because just like me, he's going to be killing shit just as soon, man. He's doing the same thing. We're all chasing our dreams, and I appreciate this whole entire segment.
Appreciate that, bro. Love, man.
Dude, man.
Let's go get some ice cream or some shit.